Well, I got a new project. So I just bought this. This is a 1985 Honda Big Red 250. Kind of bought it sight unseen. The story on it was I sold a four-wheeler to a guy, and he said that he was basically buying the four-wheeler to replace this, something for the kids to run around and everything, and claimed that this thing was running last summer. And he was kind of telling me like, oh, there's a salvage scrap guy that give him 200 bucks for it or something. And me being me, I was like, no, it's worth more than that. Don't sell it for scrap. I'll buy it. I'll give you 500 bucks for it. So he dropped it off the other day. So this is kind of my first impression of it. I'm not entirely sure if I should have bought it or not. It's a little rougher than I anticipated, which I knew the plastics. He sent me some pictures of it, and I thought, oh, I'll throw some new plastics on it and stuff. It is kind of missing the front brake assembly on it. Tank's a little more faded than I thought and everything. But yeah, he said it ran last summer. So I'm not really too sure on that. We'll just check here. Okay, so gas tank's empty. Can't quite see it, but there's a little rust down inside there. The battery's dead on it. I haven't checked if it's got spark or anything. It feels okay. Oh, okay, that slipped over easy and really easy. Okay, so I'm hoping that's just a one-way bearing that's slipping. It felt like it cranked over a couple times there. Okay, if I go over slow, it does kind of seem to crank. There, it kind of catches. Caught. Ooh. Yeah, if I go quick, it doesn't seem to spin over. But even when it is catching, feels a little low on compression. I'm kind of wondering if I should get a battery in this thing first and see if it'll crank over. Or better yet, maybe what I should do, we'll just see what this airbox looks like and stuff. Maybe we'll just give it a little carb cleaner and see if it'll pop off at all. Oh, that's fun. Well, it looks like we've had a mouse in here at one point. Hopefully that's not all the way chewed through. Alright, well, let me get this set up here, and we'll give it a little fluid and see if we can get it to pop at all and see if this thing's got enough compression to fire. We'll throw battery in it and maybe start going to the carb and stuff and do a little compression check on it and see if this thing will run at all. Alright, we'll pull this air filter out of here. We'll see if we'll give it a little prime here and maybe it'll pop at all so I can kick it decent. Well, mouse didn't get all the way through, but have a good snack on that air filter. Key on. Boy, when I kick it over, it doesn't really feel like it's grabbing much. Boy, that doesn't really feel like it's grabbing at all. Yeah, I think I'll have to put a battery in this and see if the electric start works and see if it cranks over a little better and actually moves the motor. Whoa. That's just a hair tall. Oh man. Battery's just a hair taller, it's not going to slip in there. Oh, that sucks. Apparently it's not the same battery that all the newer Hondas take. Well, I guess we'll just hook this battery up on the outside. See what it does. Okay, got battery. Oh, we got a neutral light. And start. Baby. Oh, let's crank there for a second. tractor spark. Alrighty here. I'll throw a new spark plug on here and see if it runs any different. I seem to be getting spark when I'm letting go of the electric start, which I've seen this kind of issue before on Hondas where it seems like they won't spark while they're cranking. So it's just pulling a bunch of battery voltage, I think. And then when you let go, all of a sudden they spark and will pop off. So you kind of bump the starter. Then they go. Well, I'm going to throw some gas back in this. We'll throw this plug in there and give it a shot down the hole. See if we can get it to pop off at all. Okay, it's got potential. I think it will run. Surprising. Oh, now that Kickstart feels a little better. Well, not really. That's totally slipping. Alright, well, I guess the next step is we'll pull this gas tank off and maybe go through the carb and see if it'll run on its own for a little bit. Whoa, look at that green gas coming out of there. That could probably be our problem. Put this bowl off and see what these jets look like. I'm sure they're gross. Yeah, this thing, he said it ran last summer. But this gas wouldn't be that green if it was only a year old. Or not even a year yet. Alright, let's see what this looks like on the inside. Got the screws off here. That thing's stuck. Give it a little tap. There, it broke loose. Oh, it's like Mountain Dew coming out. That's always a good sign. Yeah, it's been sitting for longer than a year. That is complete sludge. Well, I'll get some carb cleaner in this. Start soaking this one. Yep. That's our problem. Okay, I've got all my jets cleaned. So now I'll start putting this thing back together. So on these jets, what I like to do is take a little electrical wire and then just strip it and then use one of the strands to kind of poke through the jets and make sure they're nice and clean. That helps just kind of brush them open and everything. And then blow them out with carb cleaner, blow them out with compressed air. And you should be able to see nice and clear through them, a nice round circle on the inside. Okay, let's throw this back in place. Get some fresh gas in this thing. Hopefully we have a little different story. Time for some gas.